Good, happy Sunday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. And happy Super Bowl Sunday evening, everyone. Let's get started with your news. First up, police launch investigation after body discovered in woods. An investigation is underway in Somersworth after police discovered a body in the woods on Saturday. Authorities responded to the wooded area near Walmart for a report of an unresponsive male around 1:55 p.m. Police pronounced the man dead at the scene. It is unclear how the man died, but police believe foul play is not a factor. An autopsy has been scheduled, but the identity of the victim has not been released. Extra security, parking restrictions in effect for Super Bowl Sunday. Let's take a listen to this video from WCVB Boston.
Safe, and you can see Kenmore Square behind me. This is an area where police are really focusing on to make sure Sunday's festivities stay safe. Traffic will be shut down here after the third quarter. Parking restriction signs posted right now. Essentially, if you park here Sunday, you will be towed. Area bars and restaurants also being asked not to allow patrons in after the third quarter. Both the police commissioner and the mayor say public safety is the top priority.
We want it to be a great day, a great victory, but we also want people to behave responsibly.
It's asking everyone to act responsibly, enjoy the Super Bowl. It should be a great game. As we all know, there's a lot of history potentially being made on Sunday.
So in addition to the focus on Kenmore Square, the commissioner is saying there will be increased patrols in neighborhoods throughout the city, and both the commissioner and the mayor saying there will be a zero tolerance policy when it comes to disruptions. Live in Kenmore Square, Nicole Burley, WCVB News Center 5.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Truck crashes into utility pole, closes Route 25 in Leamington for 5 hours. Two people are uninjured, and Route 25 in Leamington has reopened after a truck crashed into a utility pole Saturday night. York County Sheriff's deputies said the incident happened near 593 Ossipee Trail. They said the driver, 34-year-old Amanda Knight, took her eyes off the road while retrieving her purse from the floor of the truck. The truck drifted to the right and struck a utility pole, causing it to snap into 2 pieces. When crews arrived at the scene, the pole had fallen onto the truck and was blocking the road. Wires were also across the road. Police said neither Knight or her passenger, 32-year-old Stephen Nelson, were injured. Route 25 was closed for approximately 5 hours, but has since reopened. Appeals Court denies Justice Department's motion to lift block on travel ban. Let's take a look. Let's take a listen to the video, everyone. from ABC News.
We're wired differently. Welcome to 8.5 Maple Street. It's half a house. And even though it only has half a kitchen, half the closet space, and a half bath, it's a full house to the Wilsons. Because they have Fios, their half house has full internet, with uploads as fast as downloads. Don't pay for uploads that aren't up to speed. Get 150 meg internet with equal uploads and downloads, TV and phone, for only $79.99 per month online for 1 year. Only from Fios.
Thousands of visa holders are caught right in the middle, trying to keep up with the changing policy, and some are racing to make it to the United States before the rules change yet again. ABC's Eva Pilgrim is at JFK Airport this morning covering that part of the story for us. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, Paula. There is a rush to get into the country. Many now hopping on flights before this latest judge's order can be overturned. The travel ban now on hold this morning, a race against time to get into the U.S. In Boston, tearful reunion, some taking steps onto U.S. soil that they never thought they'd take.
We couldn't believe, sorry,
And in D.C., a Syrian-born U.S. citizen waited a week for his mother to return home from Saudi Arabia.
I didn't know how long it's going to take me to see my mother.
Many rushing to book flights as soon as they heard there was a chance to return. This 24-year-old Yemeni green card holder goes to college in Tennessee. He was visiting his fiancée in Turkey when the travel ban went into place.
I couldn't stay. I was afraid for my future. I feel his race.
For this doctor in D.C., uncertainty remains. He's in the middle of his residency, his wife, a Syrian citizen.
They told her while she was on the plane that her visa would be canceled, and she was like terrified.
Her visa canceled when she landed in D.C., turned around, sent back. She spoke with us from Syria.
I really hope that everything is okay.
We don't have a decision yet that will completely strike the executive order.
For Fuad Suleiman and his family, given visas because he risked his life working with the U.S. government, the trip to the U.S. originally filled with a lot of frustration.
I don't know what to do.
Also turned around a week ago, finally on their way to the U.S.
I'm happy to announce that we have been cleared to travel to the United States.
That I imagine will arise at those hearings.
And last question for you, considering this is so back and forth right now, is there a possibility we're going to see some of those scenes play out at the airport again, those scenes that we all saw of the detainees? Do you expect that to play out again?
You know, one thing that I think has been interesting, last weekend, as you remember, it was total chaos. It did not seem as though the same rules were being applied everywhere. One thing that I thought was really interesting in the vice president's interview with George was that he made quite clear that the court had the authority to rule the way it did. And we've seen the Department of Homeland Security and the State Department take steps to very quickly implement the court's order. So I don't think we're likely to see quite the kind of chaos that we saw last weekend.
All right, Kate Shaw, great insight. Thanks again for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, and there you go on that report. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday evening. Good night, everyone. Bye.